Hello, my Geminis. Welcome to your October monthly reading. And we're going to jump right in and start off by pulling a card here from the Wisdom of the Tao. And this is just going to represent what the Creator wants you to know just about overall the energies for the month of October, or like the theme, or just what the Creator wants you to know about the month of October. So I'll give you a good shuffle here. All right, Creator, what do you want our Geminis to know about their month of October, please? All right. There we go. Right, and you have got Karma. Uh-oh. So you got the Karma card here, and it says, the cycles of birth and death, action and reaction, comprise our universe. Your situation arose from past karmic connections. The opportunity to create good karma is now. All past life influences are working toward a final balance. Accept what is. And I love that for you. If you don't believe in karma per se, then look at it that just your whole life has unfolded where you're at right now based on all the decisions that you've made, the choices around what story you put to everything that happened in your life, what emotions you chose throughout your life. And so it's brought you to this point of look at it more as cause and effect rather than kind of this karma. We have this kind of stigma around the word karma that seems like it's punishment. You're getting what you deserve, or you're hoping someone gets what they deserve. And for me, karma was kind of explained a little bit from like my spirit guides when I was asking them questions around that. I'm like, what's this karma stuff? And they did tell me, they were like, don't look at it so much as punishment, or that you're reaping what you're sowing, or, cause and effect to the extreme. Look at it as you want to see things from so many different sides. So whether you believe in past lives or not, I'll do one past life experience and then, like an example, and then one if you don't believe in that. But if you believe in past lives, let's say like in one scenario of your life, you were like a police officer that had to arrest, someone who's breaking the law. And so you saw it from your perspective and not from the perspective of this person, right? And then in another lifetime, because you wanted to experience, well, what did they experience? What was that feeling like? Then in the next one, you whoosh, you switch places and you end up breaking a law somehow for some reason, and you understand why you did it. And if you got arrested and put in jail or prison or something, then you're understanding the opposite side of it. So you're getting this more whole picture and of it. So that's like if you believe in past life experiences. You can also look at it and like if you only believe in like we have one life, like let's say from like a frontline worker and a manager position, right? So you experience life as a frontline worker and how, managers and people were to you, and you might have had a variety of them. So you got a whole bunch of different experiences depending on their personality. And then you work up and you become a manager, and then you see from a different point of view, and you're like, oh, I remember what it was like and how, being say, just do what I say, not, don't ask questions, and you didn't like that feeling. So, but you start to see things from a different perspective. Also, it could be in like relationships. If you've ever been the one that, when your significant other betrayed you and cheated on you, and then you get out of that relationship and lo and behold, something unfolds, or you end up with someone in another relationship, or you end up the other person. That has happened before too, where you're like, oh, now I understand. You don't judge us harshly, and you understand the full perspective, and you also have more compassion for everyone the more you experience. And so I kind of feel like that is this feeling more than, like a cause and effect and boom, 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 because it talks about cycles of birth and death and action and reaction, and that your current situation is about your past, right? So we'll look in more here too and see what additional messages come. I have been up to this point in each of my monthly readings. I take a tarot deck, and this one is the Naked Heart Tarot. And what I do is I split out the major arcana from the 4 suits of the minor arcana, and these represent like 4 different sides of your being and experiences, which we'll get to, of course, in a sec. But for the major arcana, it's like this card here. It's like, what does this what else does the Creator want you to know about this month of October? All right, Creator. So what else do you want our Geminis to know about their month of October? Okay. And I kind of noticed too, like with Gemini, you're all about seeing 2 sides of things, because you can, that's kind of like part of your nature. You have this, in a moment you can flip and see the other side of things, right? So this is definitely part of your ability, and you're very comfortable with doing that, right? And you got the Sun card, which is one of the most beautiful cards, in the deck as far as positivity. This is about, revelations, things working out good, success, and I'm going to read from the book here, because I really, I think that's a scarab beetle, I think is what they're called. We'll find out in a sec here. But these do have these beautiful messages from the little beings that, the little animal spirits that appear in here. And I haven't been reading these, but I feel pushed to do that for this one. So we'll see what it says here. Yep, so the Sun, and this is called the Light Worker in this as well. And I'm going to read this message that comes with this overall too. It says, what I focus on expands, and as my energetic spirit emanates joy and love, I feel the return of this energy in all that I do. Right? So what we focus on expands. That's kind of like karma feel to it as well. My world is expansive. My inner light glows, and people naturally feel drawn to me. I bathe in the warmth of optimism and gratitude as the universe showers me with abundance. I am deserving of success and the celebratory moments of life, and I gratefully receive them with happiness and an open heart of appreciation, knowing I am worthy. And the crystal that comes with this is sunstone, and this is a scarab beetle. And the little scarab beetle familiar whispers, when your enthusiasm flows, you flourish. And then if your heart is disconnected from this energy, you can ask yourself, are your limiting beliefs blocking your forward momentum? And so I love that this message, and I'm glad I read that because it really brings clarity around this karma piece too. It is about wherever your energy goes is what expands, right? Whatever you focus on is what grows, whether it's your belief in lack, what am I missing? If you're focusing on that, then that grows. If you're focusing on what you're grateful for and thankful for in life, then that expands and grows. And so the Sun being here is about this month of October. You're really realizing this beautiful transition from focusing on all the dark and all the quote bad news, all the negative energy, the low energy, I should say, not really negative, but it's lower energy, lower love energy that are rooted in fear, all that all the things in the news, all the things of betrayal, and all the things of, sadness and like I said, lack, all of that. You're learning that that's like the dark, and you're moving into focusing on what you do have, what is beautiful in the world, what is common, unconditional love and joy and happiness and peace. So this beautiful transformation, I really feel, is what this October is for you. At least this awareness around it. You're getting that information. And we're going to dig more into this, of course. So we're going to start here with the Wands suit, which represents the fire element. And so this is normally your drive, your ambitions, your passions, the spark that's within you. But for this reading, it also represents your spirit side of your adventure. So this will be what the Creator wants you to know about your spiritual adventure in the month of October. So for Gemini, Creator, what do you want them to know about their spiritual adventure, please? Yep, and you got the Ace of Wands, and this is so perfect because the Ace is about the brand new energy, brand new passion, brand new focused energy, and that fits in so perfect here because as you like I said, you're transforming, you're becoming aware of what you focus on grows. You're refocusing your energy into totally different area of your life, right? Into the positive, higher vibration, focuses. And this is definitely about this new spiritual energy entering into your life during the month of October. So definitely this sparkle, shine energy coming in. We're also going to pull a chakra card here to see what else the Creator wants you to know about the spiritual adventure during the month of October for you. All right, Creator, what else do you want our Geminis to know about their... Okay, I said just the top one here. And you got card number 23, which is truth. And again, I love that there's the two sides of things here, which is totally what we were talking about too, especially, being a Gemini, right? So let's look at that and see what this brings in here. But it definitely, I feel like, excuse me, that it is about this, seeing this new truth, seeing this new side of things, seeing this higher truth, looking beyond the small t truths and seeing a higher capital T truth. But the book here says you've called this card into your awareness today is a reminder that the divine truth of the universe is pulsing through you at all times. There is truth in each moment. However, the challenge is to unravel this truth and understand what it means to you. Everyone has their own perception of the truth, their own understanding. And it's not always going to be the same as yours. And it's true, right? You're being encouraged to connect and become aware of your truth in a particular situation. It's a time to trust and believe in yourself and connect, follow and express the truth that resonates deeply in your heart. You're constantly being guided to listen to the truth of your soul, and now it is time to truly believe and act on this truth. You could be feeling confused due to taking on someone else's point of view or their personal truth regarding a situation. Now you're being encouraged to reassess their view and find the truth that resonates for you. As the saying goes, the truth will set you free. And once you share your truth, you'll definitely feel a lot lighter and more at peace. You may be holding back the truth from someone to avoid hurting their feelings. And it is now time to open up and be honest with yourself and this person and find a way to share your truth in a calm and loving way. It's very important that you share from your heart and honor how you feel, so you're not swayed by how the other person receives your truth or how they react. Know that you're being supported at this time as you shine more truth into your life. And the affirmation for this card is, I live and listen to my truth in each moment. And this does this karma feel of seeing things from different points of view is in this card as well. So understanding that there's other truths, and there is this beautiful awareness that comes when you're able to step back in any situation, take a lot of deep breaths, and then when you're calm, you can look at it and put yourself in their shoes and see, how would you experience life if you believed everything they believed in that moment? How would you have acted? How do you think you would have acted? Do you think you'd have acted any differently? Yeah, chances are it's kind of slim, because when you believe what you believe, you usually can't act any other way than what you believe, right? Until you change your heart, and until your heart then changes your mind, and then that changes your outward actions. But it starts with the heart. And so you get to, try to put yourself in someone else's shoes and see it from their perspective, and then see how they are perceiving you with your actions being from that point of view. And that's, a beautiful piece of it all. But understanding that everyone is a mirror for us. Again, this almost looks like a mirror, where when they're looking in there, they're seeing someone else. And that's true, because we will see others, we'll see things in others that we see in ourselves. And so when we are like, oh, that's awesome, we're seeing that ability within us, and we're like, yay. But when we don't like something about someone, that's also something that's reflected in us. It may not be the exact same situation, but it can be like, I can't believe that person betrayed their spouse, and we have that feeling in there of we don't like that betrayal. But when we take the time and reflect back in us and look at, how am I betraying others, or how am I betraying myself? And then we see the truer truth. We see that oh, I'm betraying myself, and then I'm looking outside of myself for my worth, and not looking within myself for my worth. So I'm betraying myself. There's beautiful, awarenesses that come from that type of reflection. So definitely this beautiful spirit of seeing truths from different points of view from all over the place. Like we mentioned in the beginning, how, we experience life from so many different viewpoints, whether it's lifetimes or in the same lifetime of, being the one cheated on, or doing the one cheating, or, the one that got hurt, or the one that's hurting others. And we're like, well, I didn't mean to hurt them. And well, that person didn't mean to hurt you. We have all this beautiful awareness when the tables turn, So that's enough for that. And then we're going to move into the Pentacles suit, which is the earth element. And the earth element is all about the physical world. So it's all about all those things appearing on the physical stage with you. So those other characters that are involved in your life, and those situations like jobs and possessions like homes and money and all that, and also the human body. So this will represent what the Creator wants you to know about what's going on in your physical world during the month of October. Creator, what else? Or what else? What do you want our beautiful Geminis to know about their physical world? Okay, there we go. And you got the movement of Pentacles. And the movement of Pentacles would be the Knight of Pentacles in a regular suit, but they call it movement here, which is about the movement of things in your life. So the physical world is going to have some change and movement. It could be, moving out of a relationship, or moving up into a deeper relationship. It could be moving out of a home or moving things within your home to give it a fresh look and a fresh feel. It could be moving out of a job or moving to a different position in a job. So those are really the physical aspects. So there's these changes that can be made. But the movement of Pentacles is one of the slowest moving of all the 4 knights in the deck. And the other 3 are more fast-paced and go, 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 go. This one is it's taking its time moving along. It's like planting a seed. It's taking seeds time to, germinate and grow and rise to the surface and grow bigger and grow fruit, and then the fruit ripens. It takes time for those things to happen. So it's about knowing that there's movement happening in things, but it's a slow, calm movement. It's not something that's going to be helter-skelter, fast, fast, fast. So no fear. Relax. It's all going to be okay. And then we're also going to pull a card here from the Native Spirit Oracle and see what else the Creator wants you to know about your physical adventure during October. What else do you want them to know? Okay. And you got Spirit Keeper of the East. So you see that there. And let's see what comes with this here. So this talks about new beginnings. A fresh cycle is occurring in your life. So wipe the slate clean. It's now time to release the old and start again. Exactly what we were talking about with this movement, right? So no matter what has happened in the past, it doesn't need to repeat in the future. And the Native Spirit wants you to know that in Native traditions, the directions are honored. Like, east, north, south, west, all that. It's believed that every direction has an associated spirit that can be called upon. In the great circle of life, the east is the place of the rising sun. It's also associated with planting seeds in the springtime, birth, the waxing moon, and new beginnings. So pulling this card means that this is the close of one cycle and the beginning of another. Although it's often difficult to release familiar routine situations or relationships when they no longer empower you, your Native Spirit asks that you do not cling to the old, but set sail into new waters. Face your fear and allow yourself to stretch in a new direction. Wonderful opportunities will be born in your life. Like it. And these cards come with a journey as well. So if this resonates with you, then feel free to do this in the month of October. It says, stand and be still. Breathe and center yourself. Then slowly turn in a circle. Close your eyes and feel the energy of each direction. There's a difference in the feeling in each direction. And then stand facing east as the sun rises to sense the unique energy of that direction. So beautiful. So definitely sun is coming into play here. So facing the sun. And this is all about everything we talked about, new beginnings. So it does sound, in a new beginning, like I said, if it's like a new beginning in a relationship, it doesn't mean you're ending the relationship. It could be you're renewing your love in a relationship or renewing it to a new level, moving to a new level in a relationship. So it doesn't have to be the end of a job or situation, whatever. It can just be a new beginning within that as well. So love it, love it, love it. It's a perfect time for that. And then we're moving into the swords suit, which is air element. And this is all about your mind, your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations in life. And so this is going to be what the Creator wants you to know about your mental energy in the month of October. So Creator, what do you want our Geminis to know? You are an air sign, of course, so this is your familiar territory. You're comfortable with your brain and thoughts and beliefs. It's where you roam, where you rule, right? So shouldn't be anything scary for you in this area. All right, Creator, what do you want them to know about October for our Geminis? Yep, you got the Five of Swords. So yeah, this definitely is about a change of, fives are about change and transformation. And so you're definitely moving in a new, definitely in a new direction as far as your thoughts and your beliefs. Usually this will show someone like walking away having been wounded. It's like their feelings get hurt by your actions. And so it's these thoughts and these beliefs around being hurt or having hurt others. And, it's definitely what we talked about here with this karma card, and seeing things from those different perspectives and those different directions. You're understanding things more. And I understand definitely how this is impacting your physical world, because as you're moving into that and finding these new truths, it transforms your world. It transforms your thoughts. Usually it's the Six of Swords that I show as moving from one belief or another. But I see like there's these two swords and these two swords. These are the two swords that you've been thinking about before, right? These are the things that have been in your mind, your old beliefs. And then you have the Ace of Swords, which is what is used to change and cut away old beliefs and taking out the old and bringing in the new. So it's like you have two leaving and two coming in. And so I do feel like this is this huge transformational movement where these thoughts are in your face. This choice is coming of, I can let things go and think this new way, and rather than winning a battle and losing the war, I'm able to let some things go to have peace instead of war. It's kind of what I get from that card, if that makes sense, right? And I saw this meme the other day where it had all these pictures of sharks where they took away their sharp teeth and they replaced them all with dentures, where they're beautiful, like human teeth. And it makes them all less scary. It's true. They're like so adorable. And that's the energy I feel with this. That's the picture that they gave me with that shark, is it goes from this biting, type of feel to this smiling, beautiful, feeling as well. We're also going to pull some cards here from this numerology deck and see what else the Creator wants you to know about your mental adventure in October. And I don't often mention it, but I feel prompted to mention it in this one, so I'm going to mention it. I also do weekly readings by element. One day I'll start doing weeklies by each zodiac sign, but right now I do it by groups of the elements. And so if you want to kind of keep track of the energy for the individual week as you go through it, you have that additional information as it comes out as well. So I usually put them out each Sunday morning for the following week. So, all right, Creator, what else do you want the Geminis to know about their mental adventure? Okay. And I'll put a link to the playlist at the end of this video as well. Yep, we got spirituality. So number 77, definitely a connection to your spiritual side is coming through here, understanding things from that higher perspective. And let me see what message comes with this card. It says, this card indicates a need to enhance your connection to the divine to improve your relationship with yourself as well as your quality of life. You're not a human being having a spiritual experience. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. And your relationship with the Creator, with Source, is your path to inner peace. When you find your way to God, you find your way back home. By selecting this card, you're being encouraged to celebrate and strengthen your relationship with the divine in whichever way you choose. You may opt for prayer, meditation, chanting, yoga, or periods of silence and contemplation. Perhaps quiet time in nature, going on a retreat, or attending a place of worship is something you prefer. Doesn't matter which option you choose, for there's no right or wrong. Only you can know your ultimate path to God. And you're also being urged to communicate with your lost loved ones, your spirit guides, your angels, and ask for assistance when required. No request goes unanswered, and no request is too big or too small. So the affirmation for this card is, my relationship with the divine is my path to inner peace. So definitely bringing in this new spiritual energy here is an important piece, as well as connecting to your higher truths. And you do that through connecting to your higher self, and of course to the Creator and Spirit, and all of those beautiful beings of unconditional love and light on the other side. So definitely a beautiful reminder that you are not alone, and that if you ever have any question and feel lost, you have a great support team on the other side. All you have to do is, like it mentions, is get away, get into a place of quiet, get away from all that fear noise, from all the social media and the news and everything going on outside in the physical realm. Just come to this quiet place. However you need to do that, you know what you need to do to get away into a peaceful place. And just focus on unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace. And that raises your vibration and your frequency to where you can hear from the other side, because that's at the level of which they speak. And they speak through the heart. They speak through your emotions and your heart first, because we are emotional beings that think. We're spiritual beings that live a human, experience. So focusing on your heart, and you will feel messages, and it'll interpret into your brain where you hear messages from them. So there you go for that. And then lastly, we'll move into the Cups suit, which is the water element, and this represents our emotions. So this will be what your emotional journey is during the month of October. All right, Creator, for our Geminis, what do you want them to know about their emotional journey in October? Okay. Yep, you got the Four of Cups. So what this represents, these are the three cups that are filled with the experiences from the outside world, right? So these are all the things that, we are told to define ourselves by the relationship we're in with people, right? And we're told that's like one cup. The second cup is we're define ourselves by the circumstance we're in, whether it's job, social status, whatever circumstance, right? And the third cup is defining ourselves by the physical possessions we have, our money, our home, and all those physical things. Well, the thing is, those things end up disappointing us because people, like the weather, change on the drop of a hat. So their opinion of us changes and is ever changing, or they pass away. Situations never stay the same, and things break down, deteriorate, burn down, or are stolen. So all those things are disappointing, and they don't fulfill us for long, if at all. And so we feel empty in those cups. But then here comes the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is what's offered. And usually they'll show someone sitting there bored with these three, and this is being offered from the heavens. And because that is the chalice, the Holy Grail, that is what brings us the living waters, the thing that does quench us, the thing we've been searching for all along, which is the unconditional love from the other side, the unconditional love of our Creator, right? And so this is the emotional, especially with you connecting to the other side. If you do this, then that's what you feel. You realize that these things were not fulfilling you, and that this is what you've been looking for along. And for the first time, or the first time in a while, you're going to feel full and complete and overflowing and fulfilled. And that's what that living water does. You're going to feel quenched. And then lastly, we're going to pull a card here from the Soul's Journey cards. And this is going to represent what the Creator wants you to know about your emotional adventure in the month of October, but also anything else, since this is the last card for your reading, anything else they'd like to add for this final card. All right, Creator, what's the final message you have for our Libra, not our Libras, our Geminis? I was seeing these balancing thingies here. It's called a scale, right? You got failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Yeah, and this has some great messages with that, with this emotional feeling of failure here. And let me get the message here. It says, life on Earth is full of experiences, and it is our human brain that views outcomes as good or bad. The soul simply views them as chances to grow and learn to see the big picture of life instead of the minute. Failure to accomplish a task is merely the opportunity to evolve, and the negative connotation of the word failure can prevent you from trying again. You must come to the realization that there is no judgment involved with your soul's lesson. Realize that what you view as a failure is just your soul telling you that there's another path. Embrace the maxim, when one door closes, another one opens. It is a time for you to stop any negative emotional investment you have in the outcome. Revel in the knowingness that everything will reveal itself when it's meant to. No matter what, be true to your dream and the creative process. And here we come back to truth, right? So be true to your dream and the creative process. Let your life unfold. And, definitely this message of failure comes in when we feel that we're not going to live up to someone's expectations. And that does come into play when we are living our life, by these 3 cups here, because those cups are conditional love, and we can fail it, and we are kind of set up to do so, especially when we get so many expectations and so much of this opinion that comes that's contradictory to each other. One person going to go, you should be an artist, you should be a scientist, you should be more serious, you should be more funny. There's all these opinions, and the one that stands out, to me, which they just reminded me of, is like the first time I was going to grow a goatee, and I normally kept a clean-shaven face, and I started to let it grow in. And as it was growing in, it was like in the matter of a day to everyone noticed. I think I was on vacation for a week, and I came back, so there was, significant growth compared to like a day-by-day growth. And people were like, oh, I think that's cool. Yeah, I'm glad you're growing that. Other people were like, I like you better, with a clean shaven face. Other people were like, oh, you should grow like a full beard. And other people, were saying, oh, no, you should just have a mustache. And other people were like, oh, get rid of all that and just have these big, what do they call them? Handlebar sideburns, the big sideburns. And they had all these opinions about my facial hair. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to fail most of them, because I'm going to grow what I want, and it's not going to be what a lot of those other people wanted. And it's all about understanding, what is my truth? What do I want to live? What do I want my life to exist as? And letting those expectations, those external, feelings, those disappointing feelings go, because there's something more that we find, in our higher our higher self. So I love that card, especially with it being purple, which is the crown chakra, which again represents spirituality, right? So understanding that from your soul side, there's no failure. It's all experience and growth. It's only from the judgmental fight or flight human side of us that we judge things as bad or good or right or wrong or success or failure. But that is all within our power to change in October. So this is a beautiful, seeing things from different perspectives is all over this reading. But it's a very freeing reading as well. So I'm living this for October, and just know as you go throughout the entire month of October and every day of every moment of your life, you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. That's no conditions. There's nothing you can do to lose that love, and nothing you can do to gain more of it, because you have it all. You are loved. And I love you too. You have an amazing October, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. You take care now.